Tonight on NewsWatch Ole Miss, students here at the university have been charged with drug violations.
Plus, a new donut shop is coming to Oxford. All that and more coming up. NewsWatch Ole Miss starts now. Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Hannah Baker.
And I'm Alexia Anderchek. We are kicking off tonight's show with a look at our current conditions with weather anchor Seth Parento.
Thank you, Alexia. We are looking at a current temperature of 47 degrees here in Oxford with the potential for some showers heading our way and a pretty steady breeze at 23 miles per hour. I'll have more coming up later in the show, so make sure to stay tuned for a full forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Police have busted a smoke shop in California for selling illegal drugs to minors. One of the illegal drugs is chocolate bars laced with magic mushroom. An undercover operation found they were also selling vapes and pot. These chocolate bars are made with a hallucinogenic compound called psilocybin. Psilocybin is only legal in Oregon and Colorado, although California lawmakers are expected to introduce a bill soon which will allow for these psychedelic therapies. On to drug violations here in Oxford. Several university students were issued warrants for drug violations last week. The Lafayette County Metro Narcotics Unit issued 47 warrants total. According to public records, 2 students were accused of selling THC and one was accused of selling Adderall to the Metro Narcotics Unit on 8 different occasions in 2023. The students are facing 11 felony drug counts for the sale and possession of illicit drugs.
A new donut shop is coming to town. Distillery Donuts will be opening its doors here in Oxford tomorrow. NewsWatch reporter Camille Cochran shows you what gives this one a unique twist.
These donuts look delicious, but not all that different from what you'll find in other places. But there is one thing that is really unique about Distillery Donuts.
That's when I came up with the idea of serving beer, and that was really the whole idea.
The distillery started in a Nashville food truck, but now they've come to Oxford Square with more than just beer.
We're going to be open Friday morning at 7 a.m., bright and early. Coffees, cappuccinos, lattes, all that fun stuff. Obviously with donuts.
With 3 other competing donut shops, will there be enough customers to go around? One worker at Ollie's Donuts says yes.
That having another donut shop on the square will be cool to have one like in that area of town, and I don't think it'll really affect the other donut shops, but just another option for people to go to.
This is another option in one-stop shopping for your alcohol, coffee, and donut cravings. Camille Cochran, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
The Black Alumni Reunion is making its return today. Black Alumni Chapter Board President Alexandra White said that about 400 people have registered for the event.
The reunion kicked off today with their Unplugged event at the Ole Miss Inn. Graduates from years as far back as 1972 are visiting this weekend. White said that the Black Alumni Reunion has a special importance in maintaining the Black community here at the university.
A full list of events and information can be found on the Ole Miss Alumni Association website. Ole Miss graduation is 2 months away, but NewsWatch reporter Seth Parento tells us it's already tough and expensive to find a place to stay when you're celebrating your graduation in May.
Luggage carts will be full at local hotels at graduation time, but many people are still searching for a room. In it, Ole Miss General Manager Paige Dean says they are always booked and busy and especially convenient for commencement.
We don't have the newest property in town. You know, we're not the fanciest and shiniest and brightest, but our location for people to be able to park here and walk to the Grove.
According to Dean, the inn is already completely booked for the week of graduation, so it seems the time to reserve rooms has already come and gone.
And this seems to be the case for most hotels in Oxford, with the standard rate of remaining rooms for the week of graduation costing anywhere from $150 to $300 a night, according to Expedia. Dean says it's based on supply and demand.
Okay, so the graduation rates are going from around 170 starting on a Wednesday, and they are going to, that's for our basic room. For suites, they're going to be upwards to $450 a night.
Even Ole Miss graduating senior Chance Davidson says his family has had a difficult time finding a place to stay.
My grandparents are actually staying in Tupelo, but my aunt, she reached out to a hotel company and they said they were holding off on reservations.
Meaning they don't have any rooms. With graduating classes only getting bigger as the years go on, it'll be interesting to see if Oxford will be able to keep up with the demand for rooms at graduation. For NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Seth Parento.
Mayor Robin Tannehill addressed the infrastructure and housing issues in Oxford with the Associated Student Body Senate. ASB senators asked her questions about how the city plans to accommodate Oxford's growing student and resident population. Her plans include weekly discussions with the chief operating officer, city planner, city engineer, and building officials to discuss how they can work together to determine what services they can supply. Since the start of the Israel-Hamas war, some Ole Miss students have shown their support of Palestine by boycotting companies that they perceive to be profiting from the war. This continued their protests today. While in short term, the boycotts may affect the brands, research shows that boycotts are not effective long term. This may be due to the consumer spending habits and how short today's news cycle is, leading to issues getting overlooked in favor of what is the most new. The students say that they do plan to continue boycotting in hopes that their small acts of protest will bring about change.
We want to give a special shout out to our student newspaper, the Daily Mississippian, who were the source for a few of our stories today.
A new edition of the Daily Mississippian releases every Thursday, so be sure to grab you a copy around campus.
Coming up, photos have been released of the Odysseus moon landing.
Plus, a fake Amazon driver attempted to kidnap a baby. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Because picking up litter costs us time
and money.
MDOT spends $3.2 million a year picking up litter.
That's money that could be used to maintain roads and bridges,
Patch potholes,
and focus on improving Mississippi's infrastructure.
Please help us help you.
We can't do it without you. Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
I got some news today from the radio man. He spoke the words somber and as softly as he can. The world stood still and the sky opened up. I made my way to fill up my coffee cup. Then it occurred to me as the daylight sky shone blue, today's the day that Johnny met June.
Have a good summer.
You too.
Thanks.
Hey, you must be bored.
No way.
This is the guy that I was running to in the library.
You were kind of
yeah.
guilty. So you like to write on desks?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Now we're starting over, it's the place that we are. You look more pretty underneath all the stars of love. Love is a burning thing. Oh, how I still love to hear you sing. Oh, and everything we ever heard about heaven is true. Today's the day that Johnny met you.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. New images have been released from the Odysseus moon landing. Intuitive Machines released images from the spacecraft taken moments after it touched down on the moon last week. The Houston-based company developed the Odysseus lander. It is the first U.S.-made or commercial vehicle to make a soft touchdown on the moon in 5 decades. On Wednesday, Intuitive Machines and NASA said that all of its instruments were still transmitting data. That's despite significant setbacks during the spacecraft's dramatic descent to the surface.
Catastrophic wildfires across Texas have killed at least 2 people and threatened to destroy homes, livestock, and businesses. Many residents are facing a long recovery amidst their devastated territory. Reporter Ivan Rodriguez has more.
Holy cow.
The small town of Fritz, Texas, now charred and covered in ash.
It's kind of helpless.
Fritch was caught in a cross-section of several wildfires burning across the Panhandle. The largest of those blazes, the Smokehouse Creek Fire, has burned more than 1 million acres so far in Texas and Oklahoma, making it the largest fire on record in the Lone Star State, officials confirmed Thursday. Add to that at least 4 other wildfires, burning tens of thousands of additional acres.
It's truly heartbreaking because their home is a symbolic of what's happened all over the county here.
Agricultural agent Andy Holloway estimates around 80% of the land in just one county has burned, and 5,000 heads of cattle have been killed, numbers that could rise in the region as damage assessments come in over the days ahead. And then there's the grim task of searching burned homes.
There's a chance that there may be people that did not survive and were trapped by the fire.
Several school districts have canceled classes for the rest of the week, with some now turned into donation drop-off centers.
It's really overwhelming just to see that outpouring of support.
As the firefighting efforts continue, there is one thing that cannot be touched by the flames.
The community's been through this before, and so, we pulled together then, and I know we'll pull together again.
In Fritz, Texas, I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
California's snow survey was moved up from Friday to today because of an approaching storm. This extreme weather is good news because the snowpack is about 80% of what it should be. The state's Department of Water Resources measures the snow near Lake Tahoe Mountains every month. Snowpack in the Sierra Mountains is important because during the summer melting, snow flows into the state's water table. Surveyor Andy Raising shares his thoughts on the process.
January 1st, we were about 3 inches of snow water content. On February 1st, 10 inches of snow water content, and now we're at 18. So we have built really nicely. We just got a late start. So we're hoping that we can capture more in the coming month.
The video of a crash involving 2 boats in Florida was released as a part of a pending lawsuit. Lawyers involved in the case decided to make the videos public. According to the lawsuit, the crews and captains on both boats were negligent. 13 people were hospitalized, and according to the lawyers, some are still undergoing treatment, with some suffering permanent personal injuries. An official investigation into the crash is still underway. And a couple was arrested in Washington state after attempting to kidnap an infant. Authorities say that one of the suspects was disguised as a delivery driver. Reporter Paul Riviera has more.
You see it in the corner of your screen. There it is, caught on camera. Someone running off holding a red bag. Authorities believe these are the moments a 7-month-old baby was kidnapped.
It's unusual to see a case like this.
Casey McNerthney with the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office provided us the documents that detail the crime, where a man and woman were accused of traveling all the way up to Federal Way from Florida.
When you have allegations like this, you've got to act on it right away.
Authorities say the incident happened on February 20th at this apartment complex. The man, identified as Chun Ho Vincent Lai, allegedly posed as an Amazon delivery man, holding a box, knocked on the mother's apartment door. When she opened, the documents say she was punched multiple times. Marley Ardila Orego, who officials say is a cousin of the mother, then entered that apartment. The mother was tied up, a 2-year-old child's mouth was taped shut, and off the duo went with the baby, according to the charging documents. Federal Way Police and the FBI got involved, and the search was on. Officials said FBI agents were able to track the woman's phone, the victim's stolen phone, and found a previous domestic violence incident in Florida, which linked the FBI to the car. Ultimately, the two were found in Grant County and arrested. They were held on a $750,000 bail.
When you have so many felony charges, we think that a high bail is absolutely appropriate here.
The two were facing the following charges, which includes first-degree kidnapping, first-degree burglary, assault of a child, and robbery.
Searches near Nashville are intensifying for 15-year-old Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, who has a form of autism. As temperatures are going to drop overnight, authorities have upgraded the case from an endangered child alert to an Amber Alert. Sebastian disappeared from his home either late Sunday night or early Monday morning. Sumner County Sheriff Eric Craddock says their main priority is making sure he is brought home safely. So far, there have been no confirmed sightings. Now, let's check back in with weather anchor Seth Peranto for a look at tonight's conditions.
Thank you, Hannah. As we head into this evening, we are looking at a temperature of 40 degrees for our low, and that rain potentially continuing throughout, with that breeze dipping a little bit to 5 to 10 miles per hour. I'll have more in your extended forecast after this.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family, and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Two flashes.
What's up, champ? I feel like you get taller every time I see you. Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here. I've got your back.
when you want to talk, I'm here.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss with Stormwatch. I'm Seth Brento. Well, as we stand right now in Oxford, we're looking at a temperature of 47 degrees with the potential for some rain in our area and a pretty steady breeze of 23 miles per hour. And if we take a look across the rest of northern Mississippi, you'll be seeing temperatures consistent with 50 everywhere across the board, except Oxford, which is at 47 degrees. Mother Nature, that feels personal. And as we head into this evening, temperatures will be dipping even further to a low of 40, with that rain staying consistent throughout the evening, though that breeze taking a little bit of a dip to 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as we head into tomorrow, we are looking at a high of only 56 for the start of March, again with those showers staying around for a little bit in the morning and then leaving by the afternoon just for some clouds, and that breeze staying consistent at this point to 5 miles per hour. And if we take a look across the rest of northern Mississippi for tomorrow, you will see highs in around the mid to low 50s, with Oxford again being the low of 52. Again, that is personal, I feel. And as we head into our 5-day forecast, temperatures will be going up steadily throughout the weekend, although the clouds and rain will be consistent throughout the remainder of the weekend and into the beginning of the week as well.
Well, I'm so glad it's not going to rain Saturday because of the baseball game coming up.
Yes. Truly.
I'm so excited.
While Oxford may be cold regionally for some reason, at least Mother Nature said you guys can have baseball.
Yeah,
That's
right. You can have that one day.
Right, the best thing in sports. Well, in sports coming up, the men's basketball team lost at home last night versus a tough Alabama squad. And softball is finally opening up home plate this weekend as they host the Ole Miss Classic. I'll have that and more next up in sports.
Creating a legacy takes time, takes dedication, spirit, and a greater vision. That vision starts here at the University of Mississippi. What will you be remembered by? Your character, your contributions, your friendship. Your legacy will define who we are now and who we are becoming for our state, our students, and our future. Ole Miss, build your legacy.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Haley Hood with Sports Watch. Kicking things off in sports, the Ole Miss men's basketball put on a strong offensive performance, shooting over 50% from the field in a game for the 7th time this season. However, it was just not enough to top number 13 Alabama last night in the SJB Pavilion as they fell 103-88. The Rebs were led by Allen Flanagan with 28 points, the second most in a single game in his collegiate career. Jamin Brakefield added 21 points for the 5th 20-point performance of this season, and Jalen Murray dished out 7 assists to orchestrate the offense. The Rebs' next matchup will be on the road at Missouri this Saturday at 7:30 p.m., where we can hopefully secure a win. And playing at home for the first time this season and in a new stadium, Ole Miss softball welcomes Kent State, Southeastern Louisiana, and UAB to Oxford for the annual Ole Miss Classic, March 1st through the 3rd. Through the first 14 games of the season, the Rebels are off to their second-best start in program history. Sophomore Jalea Lassiter leads the team with a .431 batting average and ranks nationally with 22 hits on the year. And senior McKenna Clee-Thurmes has looked sharp for the Rebs as she leads the team with a 5-1 record and 37 strikeouts through 33.1 innings pitched. So with that being said, if you don't have any plans or anything going on this weekend, go support our Rebs. In the Ole Miss men's tennis rolls into SEC play as the Rebs host number 31 Auburn Tigers on Friday at 3 p.m. for their first home indoor match of the year at the Palmer Tennis Center. The Rebs then have a quick turnaround and face Tulsa in Eastern Illinois in a doubleheader on Sunday at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. The Rebels continue to showcase an impressive start in each of their matches, earning the doubles point in 8 of the Ole Miss first 9 matches of the spring season. This double success is led by senior duo of Nicolo Slavic and Lucas Angelhart, who have gone undefeated in every single matchup, currently holding a 7-0 record as a pair. And a huge congratulations is in order as Ole Miss women's track and field All-American senior Jelani Davis has been named USA Track and Field Athletes of the Week. She earned this honor as a historic set of performances at the 2024 SEC Indoor Championship last week, where she became just the second woman in conference history to sweep the weight throw and shot put. Davis won the weight throw, which moved her up to number 3 all-time in collegiate history and number 9 in world history. Davis is the lone woman in world history to break 80 feet in the weight and 60 feet in the shot put indoors. And that's all I've got for sports tonight. Be sure to follow us on X at @Rebel_, for the latest sports updates. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Haley. And coming up, a woman celebrates her 113th birthday.
NewsWatch Ole Miss. We'll be right back.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
We are rebels. For more than 160 years, we've been accomplishing the impossible, from conducting the world's first lung transplant to helping prove Einstein was right. from preserving the past to saving the future. We are Mississippi's flagship university, a place where passion and learning unite, where friends become family, where small-town charm meets world-class innovation. We are the University of Mississippi. We are Ole Miss.
A woman in Massachusetts is celebrating her 113th birthday.
Reporter Olivia Michaels asked her how she's made it this long.
A celebration for the birthday girl, who may also be Massachusetts' oldest resident.
Happy birthday!
Turning 113 years old, her oldest Senhouse was born the same year as Lucille Ball and Ronald Reagan. The president at the time, William Howard Taft. It was also the same year construction began on Fenway Park.
She's a lovely person and very kind, very giving, very inspirational, absolutely a wonderful person.
Surrounded by loved ones at Beth Israel Deaconess Hospital, Needham, Aunt Hurlda, as she's called, was honored with a special cane given to the oldest resident of her hometown in Wellesley.
Every month we go and get a pedicure and manicure.
Born in West Virginia, Hurlda moved to Massachusetts at a young age.
I'm so happy. It's awesome.
A fan of the slot machines, Hurlda looks forward to her next trip to the casino. As for the secret to her longevity,
I didn't have children.
she credits a more stress-free life.
Happy birthday to you.
Tomorrow is National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. Peanut butter is one of America's favorite foods for a reason.
It can be used as a dessert combined with chocolate or ice cream.
And of course, the classic peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It has been used across the globe in savory dishes as well as a dip for fruits and veggies. A little fun fact, it takes about 540 peanuts to make a 12-ounce jar of peanut butter.
I love peanut butter, so. Make sure to let your peanut butter loving friends know of this holiday. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was National Peanut Butter Day. I didn't realize that was a national day.
I need to celebrate. I feel like
yes.
I need to go home and celebrate.
Go to
Peanut
Kroger,
butter and
grab
jelly
yourself a
sandwiches.
fresh jar.
Right.
Yeah.
Peanut butter ice cream. Have y'all ever had that?
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite.
It's the best.
So
you need
good.
to try it. It's so
Sounds
good.
really good.
Well, enough about peanut butter. I'm going to do one last weather check, just so the people are informed. As we head into this weekend, temperatures will, of course, be rising a little bit more. Again, we have that rain, but thankfully Saturday we'll be holding out for warm temperatures and just a little bit of clouds for that baseball game.
Well, we can't let tonight end without acknowledging that today is Leap Day. February 29th only comes around every 4 years.
NewsWatch would like to wish a happy birthday to any Leap Day babies celebrating their actual birthday today.
And we want to give another special shout out to Zoe Bernstein for visiting us here in the studio today.
We hope to see you join the team soon, Zoe.
Well, that's all we have for tonight. Tune in on Monday. I'm Alexi Anderchek.
And I'm Hannah Baker with your latest news.
And I'm Haley Hood with Sports Watch.
And with Stormwatch, I'm Seth Parento.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in Monday at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.